This next video today is your 15-minute wake up and workout. It includes some abdominal work, it includes some mobility through the spine, and also some transferring of weight on the hands and knees to begin to really get you warmed up, which is really great for stability. I'll also do a little bit of that on the back as well during our abdominal work, and we finish off with some great back extension at the end to get you ready for your day. So grab your mat and let's go.
Come onto the mat on your hands and knees and begin breathing as a way to connect to your center and arrive fully onto your mat. Keeping the neutral spine alignment reaching through the crown and the tail. On your next exhalation, breathe out and send one leg behind you and then send the opposite arm forward. Then bring the hand down back to the mat and then the knee. So first the leg on the other side now, and then the arm, and then the hand, and then the knee. Your aim here is to keep as much core control as possible while you send your limbs away from your center. So don't accentuate that lower back curve as the leg moves forward, and try not to dip down on the supporting arm as the hand moves forward. So maintaining that core control. Reach out long now, and let's add a little C curve here, bringing opposite elbow to knee 4 times on each leg. Deepening through your center each time you pull those limbs in, and breathe in and lengthen long, not too high with the arm and leg. Breathe in to reach out and place everything back to the floor. Other side. Breathe in, reach long. Breathe out, curling in. Breathing in, lengthen long. Keep the supporting arm helping you here by pressing the floor away gently. Breathe out to pull into the cat stretch, in to lengthen long. Last one, and then coming back to the floor. Curl the toes under and press back into an inverted V. Bend the knees as much as necessary, sending the sit bones high and the heels down low. Take a moment here to breathe. Let your head reach forward to the floor, and then come down onto your knees. Reach the hands forward a little. Curl the toes under for some push-ups. In to bend, out to extend. Staying on the knees here so that we're really making sure that we stay nice and controlled through our trunk here. 4 push-ups, and then curl the toes under, press back into your inverted V. Take a breath here to recenter and refocus. And then coming back to the knees, weight forward over the hands, in to bend, out to press up. Making sure we're connecting to our lower tummy by drawing it in and up here to protect the lower back. And then curl the toes under and a breath to refocus. If 4 push-ups are too many today, just cut it down to 1 or 2 at a time, really listening to your body. Let's come forward for another set. In to bend, out to extend, keeping those scapulars in control by pressing up through the rib cage towards the shoulder blades. Curl the toes under into your inverted V. Another breath to refocus. Bring yourself down now onto the mat. Sitting on your bottom, bring yourself forward to the edge of the mat, knees bent, arms reaching forward, and curl back into a C curve all the way to the floor. Clasp the fingers, hands behind the head, knees bent, and breathe out to curl up into a chest lift, into lower. So the aim of this exercise is to try and get as high up off the floor as you can, but no higher than your bra strap. So using this as an opportunity to lengthen the upper back and get some mobility through that area. Add a leg now. So you're breathing out as you raise one leg to tabletop and curling up towards it and into lower. Breath out as you come up towards the knee, breath in as you lower. And again, breath out as you curl it up and into lower down. Now with a twist towards the bent knee and then lower back to the floor. Breath out, twisting, breathe in, lower. Aim for armpit to hip rather than elbow to knee so that you get the most amount of sort of stretch and rotation through your upper body as possible. Come up, extend the leg and breathe in. So keeping the body square now through the upper body. Stay in your chest lift for 4 little leg extensions. and then place it onto the floor, other side. Reach the leg out, pull it in on the in-breath. Be careful not to lean back as you pull the leg towards you on that in-breath. Stay up nice and high and lower back to the floor. Take the hands down by your side. Take the leg back up to tabletop and then the other one. Take the arms a little wider as we go across for side to side, in to roll the hips across one way and out to pull them back to the center line. You're aiming to just twist from your waist down, so really try and keep your upper body and shoulders glued down onto the mat. In to go over, not aiming to the floor, out to draw the tummy in to pull the legs back. In across and out to pull back. In over. Settle the neck into the floor, relax the upper body, relax the forehead, the shoulders, the scalp. Now twist the knees to one side and dip the toes on the other side of the mat. So you're swiveling the hips as you twist and dip. Twist the feet, dip towards the mat, inhale to come back up. Your aim is to get towards the floor, but keep a slight imprint of the lower back into the mat as you lower the toes down. So we're going for more oblique patterning here through the torso area. In to come up. Take the hands to the back of the thighs. Chin towards your chest. Scoop up into a chest lift. Press the feet down. Pull back with the arms and come up to sitting tall. Wiggle to the edge of your mat. Pull yourself into a nice tight ball shape with the head dropping down and roll back towards your sit bones and then sit nice and tall, breathing in. So you're pulling back away from your legs to get a little stretch through the back and breathe in to lift up nice and tall. Press back through the abdominals, pull away from the legs and then breathe in to lift tall. Breathe out, pull back and then just roll back onto your sit bones and lift the toes up, rolling like a ball. So it's in as we roll back to land between the sweet spot between our shoulder blades and out to pull up. Use our lower tummies here to lift the pelvis up and over, and then use the abdominals to help you rock back. Of course, there's some momentum here, but your focus is to stay in a tight ball shape, so you're really working into those deep core muscles. Sit tall, place the feet down, scoot your bottom back. Take the hands behind you, fingers facing your buttocks, about a hand's distance space away from your bottom. Knees bent, feet flat, curl and lift the hips. Breathe in and place the hips back towards the mat. So using our glutes and our hamstrings here to lift the hips up towards the ceiling and articulate back down to our seated position. Press out of the floor and reach the chest towards the ceiling here so we're not sitting in our shoulders. Feel the strength and hold and come back down. Just lay over the legs with the knees bent and relax the spine. Take a moment and a breath to refocus. Let the head drop. Feel the spine stretching and relaxing. Feel the shoulders and the arms just draped over the legs. Coming around now onto your side, onto your left hand side. Knees bent in line with your buttocks, hips stacked for clams. Breath out as the knee presses up, in as it comes back. So you should feel this around your buttocks area. Be sure to connect to your core here as that leg moves up and down, keeping the hips nice and stable. Breath out as the knee comes up, in, coming down. Now tip the knees down and the feet up and do the same action with the top leg. Breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower. Keep the hips stacked, engage through the core, check there's no tension through the upper body and the head and the neck. Use the breath as a way to release any unnecessary tension here through that upper body and lower it down. Top knee over on the floor, bottom leg straight, lift the bottom leg up on the out breath and breathe in as you lower. Breathe out, lift, inhale to lower. Again, we're keeping the hips square, so the whole pelvis shouldn't lift up and down with that leg. So if it is, perhaps make that leg action a little bit smaller. Circles, 5 each way. Breathe out on the up part and then reverse. Hold and lower. Let's change sides. Coming down now onto your right hand side, knees bent. Feet in line with your buttocks, hips stacked. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, lift the knee into lower. A few tips here is that you could feel as though you're drawing that thigh bone back into its hip socket as you lift, or try reaching the knee forward if you're feeling a little bit of too much work through the front of the leg and the hip flexor. And one more, and lift and lower. Tip the knees down, the feet up, same action. Breath out as you externally rotate the leg. Inhale to come down. Hips are square, upper body's relaxed, and you can hold onto your hip if you feel like this is a good little bit of feedback for you. Breath out as we lift the knee and lower down. Top leg over on the floor, bottom leg straight. Lift and lower the bottom leg right from that inner thigh. Again, keep the hand on the hip if you need that feedback as to whether the hip is moving or not. Out to lift, into lower. 5 circles each way. Breathe out on the up and reverse. And lower. Coming around now onto your other side. Actually turn over onto your tummies. Hands reaching forward off your mat. Press the pelvis forward into your mat. Hands wider than your shoulders and come up into a little swan here. I'm going to breathe in to come up, reaching the breastbone up and forward and out to go down with a little bit of hand choreography here. So as you come up, turn the sides of the hands and open the shoulder, and then as you come down, turn the palms back to the floor. So turn the hands so you're on the side of the hand coming up, and as you come down, rotate the arm, pressing the palm down. And again, coming up now, keep the hands on the floor as we slide the arms back and forward and lower. So come up on the inhalation, slide the arms around, exhalation, palms face the body. Now they come back around to the floor and reach back down. So we're getting some full movement through our shoulder range in extension through our upper back. Increasing the load into the spine by adding this little arm here will strengthen those upper back muscles a little more. Take the arms up and pump the back of the arms up to the ceiling, gathering up through pelvic floor, lower tummy, press the pelvis into the mat, keep pumping. Now bend and stretch at the elbow, keeping up nice and high through the upper back. Keep those elbows lifted to the ceiling as we bend them. Reaching long, bring them around in front and lower down to the mat. Bring the hands under your forehead. Stretch the legs out long, lift one leg up and lower. Nice and simple, but really keeping the pelvis pressing into the floor. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Going for pelvic stability, lift both legs up now and lifting both legs up together and down. So as the legs lift, you're really pressing that pelvis forward to avoid any lower back discomfort. Now keep the legs up and swimming legs here, keeping the knees straight, the upper body relaxed, the thigh bones reaching up and long and lower down. Take a moment here to calm the nervous system with the breath and really engaging the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, really mindfully breathing here. It's important to slow the nervous system down after this much extension, so don't miss out on this part. Just as important as the rest of your workout today. I'm going to slow things down a little now so that you go into your day mindfully and focused. Sitting up now onto the mat, you can sit on your heels if that's comfortable or find a chair. Tip the ear to the shoulder, roll the head forward, come up on the other side and then center. Then reverse that circle. So we're doing semicircles with our head here. And just keep your breath flowing. play with the neck alignment here a little bit so you can kind of reach the throat of the chin up and forward as it comes around to extend that stretch more into the front of your neck as well. Relax the shoulders and just relax any other areas of unnecessary tension. Take the arms up, look up towards the hands, breathe out, press them down. Breathe in, raise the arms, look up. Breath out, press the arms down. Breathe in, raise the arms, look up. Breath out, press the arms down. One more, breathing in, looking up. Breath out, pressing the arms down. Hands just resting gently on your mat, or gently on your lap rather. And take a few moments here to breathe before going forward with the rest of your day. Well done.